Jacob, what do you think about having like a town hall meeting? A lot of people are interested in helping out with the Drink and Draw Mini Fest and also with, we do Holiday Nerd Market every year. And so I'm trying to make sure that I keep the community involved, that I that I always keep my ears open to what it is that the community truly wants, so I'm not just being self-serving and things. So I try. We'll see. What's up, Idle Scribbles? How do you plan on getting it going, Xeno Hero 18? What are your plans to make this happen? Filthy Reed says, I have to plug on the garden club. There's a garden club? Let me know about the garden club. We need a party. Oh, party? I think the Ryan party days are done. I'm an old man now. Y'all tell me what you want out of a party. I'll help put it together, and then I'll just like sweep and clean at the end of it. Fucking Rad says that works. Yeah, it works. I guess, kind of, sort of. Jacob, you're gonna show up this time. Fantastic. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. How are you doing, Samantha Pritchard? I'm old, filthy. I'm old. Got problems with my L5. It took me about 6 months to get back to walking normal again this year after that back injury. Let me see. I will be turning 46 this year. My time is done. I'm like I'm like the John Cena retirement tour. The last time is now. August 2nd. That's the date for this one. What's up, Spectator Jax? How you doing? Well, thank you, Filthy. I appreciate the compliment. I feel old at times. I'm trying to do my best to pass on knowledge and keep my body and mind in sync and youthful. A lot of stretching now. A lot of time devoted to stretching. Recovery time is extremely important. Spectators, I'm saying it just for me. I see Jacob. I really could be your dad. I could be your dad. No, for me, it's I'm contrasting what it was like for me even 10 years ago, and I'm like, oh my god, my body feels so different, and so I try to now pass that along. When the kids are asking me about stuff like, are you gonna go breakdancing? I'm like, absolutely not, not happening. I think all that breakdancing is what messed up my back so much, and like why I have so many torn muscles and joints. Okay, let's see. We're not going to be at Daily Dose for this one. It's at Tiki Java. Let's see. Do I have Tiki Java loaded as a logo here? I do have a Tiki Java logo. All right, there you go. You can see it. Tiki Java. Someone tag Tiki Java Jax. Let them know that we're talking about him. Spectator, if you see, you get it. You get it. Like now, as we get older, we run through life a little bit differently. Maybe not run so much. Maybe a little bit of walking. Try to pass as much knowledge along so the next generation does it better than we did. Okay, I need a new picture. Let's see, who are we getting in there? Oh, thank you, spectator. Almost. It's Tiki Java Jax, but I appreciate the intent. You're the only one that tried. You're the only one that cares. Nobody else cares. Got a picture. The fact that you breakdance, you deserve a medal. I feel like I could have beat Australia. That's all I know. I miss those b-boy days, but I also don't miss my wrist hurting all the time and broken fingers, broken sprained necks, side of your side hurting from trying to do windmills and hitting it over and over and over again. I don't miss that. But I do miss the camaraderie. I miss the feeling. I miss the vibe. I miss the music. It's actually on my list of things to do after we do Drink and Draw Mini Fests and after Holiday Nerd Market, like on my dream vision board for next year. I would love to do a break event, a b-boy, b-girl event. I want it to be free. I want it to be like a community. I want it to be like a neighborhood, like a get down. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we'll figure out a way. I talked to Crumbs. He's already down to DJ it. So pieces are falling into place. Sunset Glass Art, you get it too. You get it. See, I got my people in here. What's up, Luke Wilson? First, I thought that was related to Owen Wilson, and I was gonna go, wow. Sunset Glass Art, you're down for the get down, for the GAM. I don't even know what to call it. The GC one instead of the BC one. Is that what we're going with? All right, computer, come on, load up pictures so I can pick a picture. I'm just really excited. The Drink and Draw Mini Fest, I'm super ultra excited about. Y'all don't even know. Like this has been something that's been brewing for a while now. I think we started doing the drinking. Okay, that picture's not gonna work. As much as I love Koi, Allie, you're great, but this picture is not cropped right for this area. You know, I think we brought the drink and draws back about 2 years ago, and it's always been wonderful to see everybody who gets involved and that enjoys it. And hey, Jacob, thank you, Jacob. You're my moderator. That's why I need. Anytime I live stream, I need somebody else to help me work the board. I need a mod. I need a chat moderator. Hey, oh, Sheep's there. Sheep's over there in drink and draw land. Hold on. Do I got a Sheep's photo I can put in here? Let me see. Let me see. I know I've got a video you somewhere here. Any photos of you though? Hmm. I love the fact that you just knew who Koi 404 was just like that. You love unpaid labor. Let's go. That's what GAM's all about. Speaking of which, what's up, Tia? How you doing? Sheep says, "Let's go drink and draw jacks." You know, I actually probably next year I might change the name. Look at there. There's a picture of. We'll put this picture of not Jacob up until we find one of Sheep's. The thing about calling draw togethers instead, like draw together jacks, and then like getting everybody together for a draw together, kind of like drawn together, but not the cartoon. Because there is a certain stigma that we face from a sponsorship level whenever we tell people it's a drink and draw. They're like, "Oh, is it like a bunch of drunk people?" I'm like, "No, I mean, when it's fun, it's like that, but no." But I think maybe we'll have the family-friendly version be called Draw Togethers, because I love that we're getting more kids and families involved, but I think we do need to create a distinction so some people can enjoy it with adults and some can enjoy it with whoever. I love the intergenerational stuff. Seeing young people and old people kind of mixed together is I love it. You remember you remember Drawn Together? I'm still looking for a Sheep's photo over here. Do I have one? I think I'm gonna have to go through video footage to find one. Hold on, you might hear audio. Oh, what's up, Pippy Chip? Pippy Longstockings is coming into your town. Ba, 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 ba. Freckled face, red haired girl. You oughta know. I don't even know if those are the actual lyrics, but I think it is. Spectre, you haven't been to one? You should go. All of them, except for this mini fest that we're planning, are free. That's been probably the biggest thing that. So, so maybe Big Pippi in the house. See, look, Sheeves knows Pippi Longstocking. Oh, I found Sheeves. All right, hold on. Can I get this? All right, I gotta. Hold on, I'm gonna screenshot it so then I can drop it in here. This isn't gonna be the right photo for the event, but hold on. I'm scrubbing through video. I'm scrubbing through video, and I think there's like, oh wait. There we go. Do you want a picture where you look high or just smiling? For Sheep set. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in regardless of what you say. Sheeves, you kind of remind me of Pippi. There you go. We got Sheeves in there. Let's see if we can find one of Sheeves while they look high. Hold on. There we go. Your eyes are kind of closed here, so you look high. That's what you wanted. When? Let's see. So we do drink and draws the first Saturday of every month. Sometimes it's at Daily Dose. Sometimes it's at Tiki Java. We used to do them at Ardwolf. A few other places we're thinking about doing them at in the future, but for right now it's Daily Dose and Tiki Java. Then we're gonna do this Drink and Draw Mini Fest in September. That one's gonna be a fundraiser event. We've been doing drink and draws for this version of it for over 2 years now, and they've all been free, and I love doing them as free. Everybody, we keep hearing like, oh, you should charge. Like people would pay for this, and I see it all the time. I see like the wine and sip type things where like, hey, you have wine and do it a painting thing, or and that's cool, and I think that's a perfectly fine business model. But I don't want to do business. I just want to do cool shit. I just want to do things that help people. Like I'm very much community minded. I believe in the village philosophy, and I think there is more for us to gain as a culture and a people by putting things like this together and creating opportunities for people to get together and have these kind of exchanges and moments and memories. And I'd rather help more people than make a few $100, you know? But with that being said, I've kind of hit my limit in terms of how many free things I can do. So that's why we're having a fundraiser event. Um, there are supplies that we constantly need. Um, one of the biggest problems we've had with drink and draw is that it gets so packed. Like, I don't think we've had a drink and draw yet that hasn't been full or over capacity. So the mini fest is really meant to help fix that and create enough space for everybody to get together, or at least a lot more people to get together without being so cramped. But that costs money. And to keep doing things like drink and draw and like holiday nerd market, Jack's Gaming Club, like that's the reason we started a nonprofit. So we could say, hey, let's do these things. Let's have the community fund it. Let's make it so when people put their money towards us, they know where the money's going. And so the mini fest will be the first time we do a drink and draw event that's pay to enter, so to speak. But I hope the community will support it. I hope the people that enjoy it, that have enjoyed it in the past, will support it. Um, I'm trying to put a lot into it. I actually just got Leaderboard as a sponsor last night, so they'll be contributing to it. We had a great team meeting the other night. Volunteers team, you're getting your shirts. You're getting your shirts. We're doing these special limited edition collector cards for the prompts. Oh, Pippi's talking. Pippi says, "Hey, I know her. We really appreciate how these are set up. Sheebs and I look forward to them every month." Oh, thank you, Pippi. That means a lot. You two, I always look forward to seeing the two of you. It always brings like a smile to my face. I'm like, "Hey, look, I know them. They're all so good." Like, I really do enjoy seeing y'all. Like, I know there are times you go to places and you're like, "Oh, well, maybe that person's just like saying that it's nice to see me." But like, I used to feel like this when I was a professor. Like I'm giving you the truth. This is what it's like to be a teacher. Some days you're going to class and you're feeling just so discouraged and out of energy, and you're like, man, I really hope student X and Y show up because they really lift me up. Except I'm very fortunate because almost everybody who shows up to drink and draw, I feel like are those students X and Y. Like over time, I've gotten to know so many of you, and I look forward to seeing you. And then I love it when I see a new person show up, and then y'all are being that kind of like shepherd to the new people and teaching them how to be accepting. Like Jacob, you were great about it. Last time somebody new showed up, it was their first time, and they were off to the corner. They had their headphones on. They were just drawing, and spoke with them for a little bit just to let them feel comfortable. And Jacob says, "Hey, I really like your art. I think it's really cool. Like I really like it, and the colors and everything were fantastic. It legit was good art." And just that kind of reaching your hand out and letting somebody know that I see you and I'm still going to respect your space and give you time to acclimate and do you can do your thing. This is about you, not about me. At the end of the event, they came up and they said, "Hey, just want to let you know I had a great time today, and I want to come back, and I think I want to do more next." Like they were seeing them get something out of being around all of you, and a lot of and it being because of all of you. Like that just it's like the best feeling in the world. So thank y'all for giving that to me over and over again. I really do appreciate it. Uh, let's see. We really appreciate how Pippi says we really appreciate how these are set up. Sheaves and I look forward to them every month. Aw, thank you. Sheaves says we really do. We love the people and the event setup. Quick draws are. I love doing the quick draws. Sheaves says we will be there. Trust. Thank you. So I'm hoping to have the quick draw set up extra special for the mini fest. I'm not 100% sure how I'll do this yet, but either give everybody like a card or maybe a sock or something. So for the quick draw for the portraits, you then have to find the person that's your match, and that's how you do the portraits of each other. Um, Again, look, I'm spending more money. That's going to cost more money, but that's why this one's a ticketed one. We're also in talks for having these trader cards. So instead of, normally when you go to the drink and draw, you get the prompts via checking in. This time around, you'll get an actual card, kind of like a Pokemon or Magic the Gathering card. And each card will have like somebody else has already drawn like their example of the prompt or kind of like a storytelling version of the prompt. So then it's like, okay, then you draw your version of it. And then you can go and if you want, when you're done, you you show the prompt station host, hey, here's the thing that I drew. They put it up on the wall, and then you get to keep the card, and you get another card, and you can then get that card signed if you find the artist, like there at the Drink and Draw Mini Fest. So we're trying to. Hold on. I'll show you something else. You're probably gonna see my butt. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So all of those little portraits y'all have been doing, there was a reason for it. What's up, little Kimmy? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Velly? So, these. This is part of the plan. Now you'll know why you've been getting, you've been drawing on all those little sheets of paper all the time. So, I'm hoping for the actual mini fest, we'll have these. And hold on, you're going to see my butt again. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, y'all had to see my butt. Hold on. Oh crap! You know what? I completely lost. There was like a third chat, and got rid of it, and I don't know where it is. So my apologies, anybody. What's up, people? Everyone, Jack's Creators. So these are the portraits y'all been making, right? And now they'll go on the little easels. So we'll have a mini gallery of all the artwork y'all have been doing for the past few months at all the meetups. And you can go around and see what everybody has drawn for the different portraits of one another. So that was the plan. Now you know why you were being made to do all these quick draws. And now Amazon knows why I've bought hundreds of these. Pippi says, "That's so cute. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad." I'm trying to work with a few other partners to hopefully make this little mini gallery a nice little space for y'all to walk into and kind of see everybody's work. But yeah, and this is something I'd like to continue doing. So like when we do this again next year, like oh my God, if there were like 300 or 400 of these just all on shelves that you can look at, like I think that'd be so cool. Just to kind of showcase. And then as artists, see even Veli's like, heck yeah, I like that. I think as artists, then you can also see your growth because you're like, oh wait, that's when I drew that, and that's when I drew that version and that version. And then as subjects, you can also be, look, that's that time I was drawn by that person, but then I was drawn again by that person. So it all kind of like that's the plan. Dojo Consultancy says, love these lives, so easy to listen to. Oh, I'm glad, Dojo. Thank you for jumping in. I appreciate that. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan with the mini fest. Oh man, I missed a whole bunch of the chat. My bad. Jacoby says trying to spread the word since we're going to have so much more space for the fest, encouraging people to bring their families, especially. Yeah, no, I would love to for a family. I was debating to try to have a way for people to reserve tables, like for a whole family of four, but I don't think I'll be there technologically for this one. Maybe next time around. Spectator says I'm a writer for Folio. Can help you promote. Can you email me deets? Absolutely, Spectator. I appreciate that. Of course, absolutely. I'll DM you. I'll DM you tomorrow. I would say tonight, but I need to go take care of the kids and make sure everyone's eating corn dogs and Taco Bell because that's the epitome of health. What's up, Jesse? How you doing? Shout out to the Mailer Scouts and the Sailor Scouts. Actually, Jesse, I'm gonna reach out to. Oh no, I think I already shared it. You guys are doing a calendar, right? Like a calendar for charity. What's up, Glass Paper Scissors? How you doing? Comedian Kiana Haynes, how you doing? What's up, official Third Charm? Hoping to do more with you, Luke, and helping out with your improv D&D lives later on this year, maybe the Holiday Nerd Market. Yeah, I just wish I was. It was easier to go live when I didn't have kids and just less responsibilities. As we, I would say it's each. Oh, thank you so much. You already dropped me your email. Bless you. Like I don't know who you are though. I mean, you're Spectator Jax. I know who Kerry Speckman is. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. But no, thank you. Um, yeah, as each one of these community projects have grown, it takes away the time for me to do the thing that I was passionate about to begin with. Like as a creator, I would love to do more live streams and gameplay videos. I used to love doing the wrestling stuff where I would make custom people and put them into. Maybe I'll do one of Carrie. Maybe I'll do Spectator Jax, put you in as a wrestling character, and have you fight like Donna Deegan or something. I don't know. But I remember the first creators meetup was maybe like 15 people, which even that was great. Thank you, Pippi. Looking forward to seeing you as well. I'll catch you later on. Have a good night, and thank you for the support. Um, and now when we do the creator meetups. Holy crap. I think the last one, the hotel stopped counting at 120 for like just a community-based meetup, but isn't like we don't get any outside really support or anything. Every now and then, it's just the people from Jacksonville share and talk about it, and I've seen so many of y'all grow just in the short period of time we've been doing creators, and I think just the other day someone was asking me. Actually, Pico Princess was reaching out. For any of y'all know Pico Princess, amazing Pico, hence the name. Needed some help on how to structure some of the logistics of her business and how to balance it with creating. And I was like, oh, do this, and this. And she was like, oh, like, can I hire you for this? And I'm like, I don't have the time. I wish I did. I don't. Because then I lose the ability to help the whole creators community and the event grow. That's one of the reasons why we scaled back. We were monthly, and I was like, this is good at a monthly pace, but this isn't giving us the time to iterate and actually grow the event to what it should be. But now that more and more people have signed on to help with it, I'm like, okay, we could possibly start doing it monthly again because it isn't on me, and I feel confident with the team of people behind it. Um, and similarly with actually, yeah, then yeah, careers is just crazy because as you can see, we work with Tiki Java all the time now and Daily Dose, and I got a request just okay. So today we were talking to Killwins. We are trying to help them with their. They've got a Killwins Ice Cream is doing a charity walk or run. Trying to think, I can't remember what. I'm not doing it justice by talking about it like this. Let me pull it up. Killwins. Killwins Ice Cream Run. I'm gonna drop it in the chat in the chats. Let me drop it in on the GAM side. They'd like some support, and I would love to help them. I think it's for a wonderful cause, helping families who are dealing and with the financial strain of having cancer. And there was a request to help out with a project for the Backstreet Boys. I was like, that's dope. Of course, I want to do stuff with the Backstreet Boys. I don't know if I have time to work with the Backstreet Boys, but I'll try to find it. And then drink and draw, like drink and draw, is so near and dear to my heart. Just because my mom was very big into the arts. She taught me how to draw. She introduced me to the arts, and I love seeing that continue to grow with other people. But so I've been very blessed to have a lot of people behind Drink and Draw since the beginning. Lee was there, essentially re-kicking it off with Daily Dose, and so many people have jumped up to help out with it. Now with Babs and Naraya and Nikki and Jacob, there's so many people who help with Drink and Draw that I'm like, okay, this can continue to grow. We can finally do the mini fest, but I haven't had time to draw. That's the irony of it. Hey, what's up, Jamuki? How you doing? Trying to keep that kind of heart, right? Actually, I was talking earlier, Jamuki, on my to-do list. I want to do a free B-boy jam next year. I think I've got the DJ for it. I think I have the space. Now I just need to save up the money. But this is Kilwin's Ice Cream Run. This is on July 26th. Please check it out if you're interested in an ice cream buffet and helping families with cancer. Dojo Consultancy is talking to Saints Film Edit, asking, is your monitor live for your background? Yep. I just have right now the background video. So I've got one window that's focused directly on Photoshop. If I want to, I could switch it off and go to. So I got that one as like another image. So it's really easy. Like you could have video or whatever it is. Jamuki, being a busy bee, that's good. I hope you're enjoying life. How are your halos? Just gotta hit me up with more details. Most def. I gotta get through Drink and Draw Mini Fest first and Holiday Nerd Market. Then I'll move on to the next thing. I One of the things that I try to practice what I preach is in terms of knowing your capacity, whether it's your mental, your physical, your emotional capacity of things. And in the past, I've been horrible about it. Now I'm much more balanced, so I'm trying to keep myself paced. And so even like the timing of the events, I try to split them up. I'm like, here's how much I could handle, hopefully. See, you run IG with your computer? Yup, yup. So if you're actually first Dojo Consultancy, catching the vibes, this feels like a creative meetup. I'm glad. That's kind of what I'm hoping this is. Like, I want people to be able to have the opportunity to talk, share ideas. I'm thinking about doing a town hall meeting for these events so everybody can jump on and talk at once. But I've done that before, and there ended up being a lot of like adult content for people who invaded the chat. So we'll see. Same film edit. So yeah, if you can do IG from your computer, if you can do it straight from the browser and go live, or I'm using OBS right now, OBS Studio. If you download that, it's free. And then with OBS Studio, you can enter in the URLs for various platforms. So right now I'm live on Jack's Creators Instagram, I Love GAAM, Drink and Draw Jack's, and it's streaming to YouTube. I was going to do Facebook. I probably should have. I think that's where most of the audience is, but I'll post the YouTube link later. There we go. Let me see if I can post. And there's a an easier free version of OBS that does it too. OBS Studio is a little bit more. I don't think it's difficult, but it's more difficult than the other version of it. I think it's Streamlabs. It's probably the easier version. But if you're not afraid of a little bit of a challenge, and I do mean it's very low, I would recommend going with OBS Studio. The impact on your machine's performance will be lower. It won't eat up as much RAM and everything else. And there's just a lot more you can do with it. But again, you're getting your hands dirty. Streamlabs is stream streamlined, much easier to do. So it's like you kind of balance it out. Jamuki is adulting at his finest. That's good. I'm glad. What's up, the Baron Goose? I like saying your name, Baron Goose. Adult film edit. That's insane. Never seen that before. I have to try it. Yeah, it's really useful. Um, Let me know. Maybe I'll do. Maybe I'll cover that in one of the creator videos or meetups. Or that's another thing on those creator classes. We're finally gonna have creator classes soon. Probably in October. We'll probably have our first creator class in October. But if you need some direction, let me know. Dojo consultancy, more than welcome. More like I've had so many people help me over the years, and I think when we all help one another, we all grow that much faster. It's one thing to go through the pain points on your own, but when you can go through it with somebody else who's already been through it, like they can tell you, oh, this is what I learned from making this mistake. So when you try this, be aware that this, and that's going to happen. Try this if you want to go ahead and leapfrog all that other stuff, but be aware that these are the pitfalls. Hey, what's up, Drink and Draw Gainesville? Oh man, y'all don't know how much I like seeing y'all. Shout out to Drink and Draw Gainesville. Y'all don't know. There's a Drink and Draw in Gainesville, and that community is strong. The people who run it are super cool and creative. I always see them doing like awesome things over there. So if you're ever in Gainesville, check it out, or just share what they're doing. Hope many of you have reach over in Gainesville. Gainesville's not that far from here. I used to go there all the time back in the day when the first pita pit opened, and Leonardo's was like the pizza place to go to, you know. But again, I'm a very strong believer in sharing ideas and pitfalls and all of those things. There's no sense in gatekeeping that. So when you can help somebody else learn, hopefully they help somebody else learn, or someone else helps you learn, and we all grow instead of just holding on to things. Absolutely. Did you get to run into anybody, by the way, for DCAS Fest? I don't know if you got to meet up with Janisha or Kwari or any of them. I know those days are crazy as it is. I hope you got to meet up with some of the people from the team. I really should get back to actually doing the Photoshop work and putting an image up here, but I've now derailed myself. What's up, Saint Sage? How you doing, Sunshine Blossoms? Okay, can Ryan actually do work and find a photo for the next drink and draw at Tiki Java Jacks? Actually, I need to give you more information about the Mini Fest drink and draw in Gainesville. 'Cause I would love for y'all to come down for it or up. I'm not good with maps. I just I would love for y'all to travel to it. We're gonna do 2 sessions during that day. So one block will be from 11 to 2, and then the other one will be 3 to 6. So I'm hoping. So we got a lot of activities lined up. I've got little easels for people's work from the other drink and draw. So we're gonna do like a little mini gallery of everybody's portraits that they've been doing over the past few months. Drink and Draw Gainesville says, yes, DCAS Fest was crazy in the best way. I met with a few people from y'all's crew. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Uh, uh, I'm glad. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I got kids. But I'm glad you got to meet some. Oh, I'm going to ask them how it went. Can't wait for the mini fest. Me too. I'm really looking forward to it. I want this to go well so then next year we can expand it. What's up, Dunbar Haley? How are you doing? See, okay, I need a good picture of people drawing stuff. Something that lets people know what to expect before they go. If they've never gone to a drink and draw, what are they going to encounter? How are y'all doing with doing the drink and draw in Gainesville? Like, do you guys? It seems like you guys work steadily with the same venue, or are you guys hitting different places? We're just really bouncing between two, more so we can help more local businesses. We really like the people. I'm very big on the philosophy of just work with the people that you want to spend time with and that you enjoy spending time with. And every now and then we'll get requests from other businesses, but it'll be something like a chain or somebody. We're like, this person sounds like they're gonna be a dick. I don't think I want to do drink and draw there. Or this person sounds like they just want our community and to make money off them. They don't care about what it is that we're doing. I don't think we're gonna do an event there. So I hope y'all are in the same scenario where you found partners you enjoy working with that really support and believe in what you're doing. I know that we found that with Daily Dose and Tiki Java. Drink and Draw says we say at one venue, but that's because Gainesville is kind of small. That's true too. I did not consider that, but it seems like y'all are doing great. I love seeing what comes out of each meetup with y'all, and I feel like y'all have such like a great community, especially with having like the school there. Like to have so many other artists in that area that are actively pursuing that is fantastic. I think I don't know, but I would like to think that you guys provide such a great outlet and community for the artists there. Dojo says, would love to hear more of your. This is over on the Jack's Creators channel. Would love to hear more of your process of picking out partnerships. Cool topic for your class. Yeah, no, I'm definitely open to discussing that. I'm very open about it. For me, any type of partnership, and maybe this is because I'm older now and I'm a little bit cranky, it has to be somebody that I feel echoes what I'm about in terms of doing good. If you don't believe in the people or the cause, I don't want to work with you. Um, may not mean you may not be a bad person. It's just that we're not aligned. If I'm doing it from a community altruistic standpoint and you're doing it from solely um, a business capitalistic standpoint, we're not aligned on this. We probably shouldn't work together because I'm going to make so many decisions that are based off of what's best for the people instead of what's based on what's best for profitability. We're going to end up clashing. But with that being said, we do have business relationships. Like with a loft, part of the reason for doing the mini fest with them was that if I would have gone with pretty much anybody else, the next lowest price would have been $4,000 more than what I'm paying um, at a loft to do this. And we do other events with a loft. We do our big holiday nerd market there. We do the free Jack's Creators meetups there. So there's a standing relationship, and they make other money off us from us bringing people in. But there are also multiple times where they really go above and beyond to break bread and help us. Like the other day when my AC was broken, they offered me a place to stay. Um, when we do volunteer dinners for me to give thanks and give back to the volunteers, they cut me a price that's so ridiculously low. Like I know they're just charging me pretty much the cleaning fee. Tiki Java has been an amazing partner. She loves the people. She loves the creativity, and she makes good business sense. So there's a crossover there. Drink and Draw Gainesville says the Boxcar is an awesome venue with outdoor seating. 100 people show up. That's awesome! Congratulations. That's awesome. You're spot on. We have a crew of 15 regulars and a bunch of diverse artists and art lovers come through. Ah, okay, yeah, we're in the same zone. We're definitely cousins. So I love it. So yeah, you're dealing with the same things, Drink and Draw Gainesville. I'm sure 100%. Fonzie creates. How you doing? And don't get me wrong. There was a time when I was more. I would get really excited about any business or any kind of like senpai noticed me that would want to work with me. And I sacrificed a lot of time, a lot of hours, a lot of myself in trying to appease those scenarios. And I look back at those times with regret, and I've learned from them. Like, you know what? I'm not doing those again. I lost too much. There's time with your family, time being honest with yourself that you can't ever get back. Doja Consultancy says, how do you tell if a company is for the people? Is it when they talk money or after you spend time with the owners? A little bit of both. Um, the owners, especially, because the people at a company can be great, and then the leadership and the people actually steering it can be horrible. And at that point, you have a very difficult decision to make. Full disclosure, I don't get paid to do Jack's Creator meetups. I don't get paid to do Drink and Draw. I don't get paid to do Holiday Nerd Market. Um, People have offered, but I would rather it stay clean, and not have that conflict of interest because I want it to be just for the people. But with that being said, if I was doing something that was a paid event where someone's paying me to do something, some of the questions, some of it's looking at just their social media. Like there have been people who've reached out to work with me, and I'll see that everybody and everything on their page is just like, and this is no offense, I'm part. I love everybody. I love white people, but I've worked with some people where it's nothing but white people in on their social, and they'll reach out, and I know I'm very passing, and they'll see how many people show up, and they're like, oh, what can we do to get X Y Z to happen? And I'm like, I don't know if you're somebody that really like you're not a bad person, but I don't think we're aligned in the same. I think when I'm looking at your marketing and your advertising, you're really looking at pulling in a specific demographic, and that demographic isn't me and it's not my community. Do some work in terms of showing us that you truly see us and that you embrace us, and then we can talk. If you're not going to do those kind of things, if that hurts your business model or what you want to portray from your brand, then we're not the right fit. Um, there are times when people want a lot but don't want to pay for it. Like that's definitely a big red flag. I've had deals go down where there were specials for the community. Like let's say hypothetically, it was like, okay, we're going to this, I don't know, a pretzel place, and everybody from the community that shows up gets their with a drink, they get a free pretzel, right? Everybody goes to Drink and Draw Gainesville. Anybody from that community gets a free pretzel with their drink. And then I would show up at the business, and the people go, "Oh yeah, we couldn't do it, so we're just gonna sorry, but maybe next time." I'm like, what? You've got to be kidding me! These people are here, they trusted me, and they trusted you, and now you're just gonna back out after you've got them here? And then I've been stuck with the bill because I'm like, I'm not gonna let these people go without free pretzels. I'm buying 100 pretzels right now, like, and then it is very difficult for me to work with you again after that. You've got to go above and beyond to show me that your character is different after that. Dojo Consultancy says, "Thank you for keeping it real. I went to the first place IG, and you're right. I was looking for diversity. So yeah, it's it's a real difficult line to walk, and I need to frame it as this to have context. I'm privileged from the standpoint of like I have a very stable job. Very established in my career. I have the income to be able to float doing these kind of things and just curb back my lifestyle, live a more modest life so I can do these other things. It's been a while since I bought a a graphic T-shirt, but that allows me to also be as such in business situations. We're like, hey, we want you to do this. I'm like, no, it's this or it's not, and it's not that. Again, I don't hate you. We're just not a good fit. I don't want to give up the time, and I feel like working with you would sacrifice some of my own credibility and character, and it would forsake the trust that people have given me. If we can figure out something else where I can keep those things, great. And a lot of times I will have those conversations as candid as this, as I think being transparent and communicating complete ideas, not playing games, saves everybody time in the long run. Sometimes it's difficult to get to that point where you can have that much of a candid conversation, but it's like, why waste the time? I think we can be honest and transparent with one another, without being rude or hurtful. I almost look at it as kind of like we were talking about this the other day. I was on the We Are Feral podcast. They're great, by the way. Shout out to We Are Feral podcast. If anybody can, please hit them up in the chat. Let them know that we're talking about them. I think actually, how do you? I think it's like we dot r dot feral. I gotta look for it now. And I think the GAM chat froze, so my bad. Dot r. Yep. I'll drop it in the chat. How to. I forgot what we were even talking about. No, be candid, but be. Oh, when you're with people that you care about and respect and it's mutual, you can critique and you can give observations without being hurtful. Especially your friends. True friends will can give you criticism, and you can tell oh, these things are coming from an honest place. They're coming from the heart. They're coming from meaning to do well and to better. Versus when someone just states an opinion and there's nothing constructive that comes from that, that can feel very hurtful. I think the same can be done in business. You can be constructive and honest with what your intents are and what you're perceiving the situation to be between you and the other party without it being hurtful. Drink and Draw Gainesville, we resonate with everything you're speaking on. Oh, go, run, we'll talk again. One day we're actually going to meet. Thank you for dropping in, Drink and Draw Gainesville. I am the Bad Wolf. How you doing? Drake Laws, thank you for following. Fonzie Creates, how you doing? But yeah, so business is complicated, but I think it doesn't need to be all the time. So I think the more honesty you can inject into your business dealings, finding good people to work with, so at least the times when things aren't great financially, at least you enjoy who you worked with and what you did. Nothing sucks more than working on something that you hated and that you didn't like, and then it doesn't turn out well. At least if you enjoyed it and it meant something to you, you can always hold on to that. I am the Bad Wolf says, "Hey, I'm good. Love the event. Haven't been able to attend yet, but I'd like to soon. There's always a spot for you. I'm the Bad Wolf. Come on through anytime. August 2nd, we're doing our next one. The regular drink and draws are always free. Like I've fought it over and over the years. I refuse to charge on the regular meetups, and then we'll do the mini fest in September 14th. That one we're charging for. We're doing that one as a fundraiser event to keep everything else free and to help fund other programs we do, kind of like Holiday Nerd Market and Jack's Gaming Club. But I'm very passionate about keeping a free option. I want to make sure this is accessible to as many people as possible. Sometimes people can't afford things and they just need an outlet. They just need to find a community. And I would hate for a barrier to be there that's just a couple dollars. It's like, oh yeah, we charge people $10, and now somebody who really needed it couldn't get it. Like that doesn't sit well with me. It says I stumbled up on the account and I love to doodle and this just seems fun. So immediately follow. Oh, that's awesome. August 2nd in the books. Yeah, come on down. When you show up, be like Ryan, it's me. It's I am the Bad Wolf. We talked during the live stream, and I'll be like, oh, I'm the wolf. I remember you. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate you. Let's doodle. What's up, Tori Journeys? So if you like to doodle, I'm the Bad Wolf. This is something we're doing for the mini fest. Actually, at every drink and draw, we have a quick draw period where we give you a sheet of paper, we give you a pencil, and we run you through different activities. And so a few times we've been doing this thing called quick draw. It's the quick sketch, quick portraits. And so people have been making portraits. You get like 5 minutes to make a portrait of another person there. This one's really good. They're not all good like this. Most of them aren't this good. This person's exceptional. But with 5 minutes, you typically can't draw all that much. And it keeps the barrier of anxiety much lower. So then you're like, you don't worry about things like, oh my God, I hope this person doesn't have their feelings hurt by me making their nose weird or making them too fat or too skinny. And then there's this moment when you then give a portrait to somebody and like, no, look, I drew you. And the other person's like, oh, well, I drew you. And it's like, even if you have anxieties or you're not good socially, it kind of overcomes those barriers. And so it's great to see that happen. And then at the mini fest, we're going to take the ones that we've had over the past few months and make a little mini gallery. I've been buying all these tiny easels. And so I'm going to set up like maybe 100 or so of these so everybody can see everybody's growth over the past few months. Dojo Consultancy says, "Is that your Chris Rock impression?" I probably have a Chris Rock impression without getting slapped. Let me see. Let me get just one rib. I don't know. Is that Chris Rock? Maybe. I don't know. That's a throwback. Most of y'all probably don't even know that reference. But yeah, I'm the Bad Wolf. If you can make it, great. If not, we'll do another one. And the next free one will be in October. I don't think I can do the drink and draw and the drink and draw. I don't think I can do the meetup and the mini fest in the same month without dying or having my fiance leave me. So I plus I still have Jack's Creators that month as well. I think on the let's see, when is the Jack's Creators meetup in September? It is yeah, so I have the in September I've got the mini fest on the 14th and then the meetup on the the Jack's Creators meetup on the 17th. So I'm gonna be tired that week. What's up, Senior Thomas, 2006? Dojo Consultancy got my impression, my reference. Thank you, Dojo. Thank you for making me feel like I have relevance to the late 70s. Let me get out of here. I appreciate all y'all jumping in. I really need to finish this work that I did almost nothing on today. Um, Huge shout out to Tiki Java. Daniela has been amazing to work with. Like every time we talk and we have ideas to bounce off one another, we just get things done. We started partnering with her for Jack's Gaming Club. Have a good night. I am the Bad Wolf. He was doing Kava Carts. We're doing Jack's Gaming Club. I was like, hey, why don't we just team up? You want to work together on some of these? She's like, sure, let's do it. I was like, hey, we can 3D print these trophies for people. She's like, okay, bet. How can I help fund this so you're not paying for it all out of pocket? Like those are the kind of partnerships I'm like, okay, this person gets me. We're seeing each other, like how we mutually benefit one another, and we're neither one of us is trying to hold on and like get one over on the other. Um, that's the kind of relationship I love. Like Daniela could have an idea any day, and I'll be like, hey, let me try to make this happen because Daniela has my trust. I know she's the kind of person that's going to do something that's going to benefit the both of us, both of our communities, the initiatives and the ideas that we're both having, not just making self-centered about what she wants to do in life. Um, and I think that's probably the best way to look at partnerships. If that other person doesn't have your best interest at heart, you're going to have a very difficult road. Take it easy, Dojo. I will see you later. I'll see you all later. Enjoy your nights. Maybe we'll do this again tomorrow or definitely when I got to figure out this town hall thing